update. I know it's been a while, but things have been kind of hectic. So we'll uh, we'll show you what's been going on here. But as you can tell, I'm in the Ambo right now, and all I have is one of my shop lights up there. So it's a it lights the place up great, but it's rotten for making YouTube videos because you can see that the light changes all the time when I move around. But so, what have we been doing lately? Well, a whole lot of living. But I've pretty much got everything done as far as getting out of the house and everything, and getting kind of sort of settled into the Ambo. But it is a little different. I have 3 cats. I'm living in an ambulance, and well, you know, it's different, man. I'll tell you, it is different. What's really different is that every single day when you wake up, you have an hour's worth of chores to do before you can do anything. You have to put the bed away, because right now you'll see I'm putting it down on the floor. But you have to put the bed away, which means all your sleeping bag or blankets and pillows and all that kind of stuff has to find a place. And um, then you got to clean the litter box, because I got 3 cats. You got to clean the litter box like once or twice a day, because this is a tight area, and well, it can stink quick in here. So it's like my poo bucket. I try to keep that outside and only bring it in when I need it, and then take it right back outside, because I just don't want to have to smell that around here. But I have a feeling that's going to be rectified here in not too long. But so there's something in the works that is going to change a lot of stuff, and obviously a lot of things are changing all the time, every day. But you know, another friend of mine just talked to me today about some other stuff, so we might be changing gears here shortly. Which, that's kind of what we need to do, I guess. Winter's coming quick, so. But I'll turn this camera around and kind of show you what we've been doing. Maybe. Camera, turn around. Okay. As you can see, that's my bed right there. So I fold that out whenever I'm going to go to sleep, and then get the sleeping bag and everything down and put that all out. So every day, I've got to make the bed and put the bed away. I've got me a little desk set up with some speakers and fan and everything like that, and um, that makes life a little bit more comfortable. That's one of my old shop tables. But right here I have everything for my 12-volt hookup, which I can't do anything yet with this stuff, just because I have to wait until I have a shop area where I can cut some wood. Um, you know, but I have two 100 amp hour red Odo batteries. I have a red Odo battery charger for those, which that will plug into the EcoFlow. That way I can charge these, because right now I'm not putting solar up on the roof. So the only way to charge these is going to be with that charger through the EcoFlow, which gets charged through the ambulance. So we've got the two batteries, the charger, we've got a battery monitor with a screen, and then there's a weather station there, just because I like to know what the temperature is inside and outside. So that will tell me. Got some cat leashes just in case. Temporarily hung up some stuff for keep my keys organized. And over here we did have a big closet up in here that I had converted it into a clothes closet, but it had so much dead room up at the top and so much dead room at the bottom, and it was such a big bulky piece. That has all been removed. The heat and air conditioning that used to be built into a big box up under here with a chair on top of it, that's all gone. The aluminum box that was here, that all it did was, for the heat and air conditioning, it was a channel that channeled it up to where there was a vent up here to blow it out. So all that is gone. I want all of this stuff gone. But eventually, this shelf will be removed because it sticks out the same as everything else, and like a counter, um, you hit your head on that and it hurts. So this needs to get pulled out, and a shallower version like this one needs to be put up over there. So I may take this one down and move it over here and just eliminate that one altogether. Um, all this back here, I plan to keep all of this because I have the 4 drawers down here that has my clothes and stuff in it. Um, and this is right now. This is all housing all my foods and saran wraps and paper towels and toilet paper and all that stuff is all up in here. Eventually, I will take the shelves out and redo the shelves out of some wood and with different separations and everything to make it a little bit more convenient and handy for what I'm doing in here now. And but that'll take some time. So, like I say, this whole area that's pretty much going to stay untouched. But I want the refrigerator here. I want the microwave to move. I want the microwave up on top, and I want the shorter shelf in here. It's longer, but it's set back a little bit more. So we do that stuff, and I got my air fryer right there. This is a camera system um, that I need to install that will give me all the outside cameras on one big monitor. So that's what that's for. It's made for semi-trucks. It's basically the same exact thing that I put in the last 2 buses that I built. That's where I found those, how I found those, and how I fell in love with them because they really work well. Box. Okay, I don't know why that just did that, but it told me I was disconnected and then reconnected. I don't know. But so let's see. Up in here, just have a little stuff. I've took all this off up here because that's all dead space. So right now I'm throwing my shoes up in there. So that's where my hands are hanging out. Sorry, I was trying to show you around that light. And I do have, this is a 120 volt fridge. This was just an old fridge I got for 50 bucks a long time ago on Marketplace. That fridge though is temporary. I do have a new Rec Pro refrigerator to put in that has a separated uh, refrigerator and freezer because this one is all together, which means, okay, everything on the top freezes, everything on the bottom stays cold, everything in the middle, well, sometimes your cottage cheese is frozen. So I will be happy to get that done because the other refrigerator also it's Rec Pro, and the new refrigerator is a Rec Pro, and also this is a Rec Pro. I went ahead and cut the hole and put that in and everything. It still needs to be wired, but it's in there and I can manually open and shut it. But so I've got a Rec Pro 12 volt refrigerator. It is not a 1 in 10 refrigerator, it's 12 volt, which is way less power. I mean, these things are sucking me dry on power. So this has got to go. I got that 12 volt sitting in storage, and we'll get that put in with the refrigerator up top. And I want to eventually take the bed. There was originally a bench up here, and I've already removed that whole bench, and I'm going to rebuild this with a slat type thing so that the bed can be pulled out and it'd be that width, maybe a little less, but it'll be that width when I pull it out. And then during the day I can slide the sections back in, turn it back into a couch. So that's how that's going to work. I also need to put a flip up table or something somewhere so that I can have a desk for doing all my editing. Oop, that's empty. Hi, Hootie. Got 3 cats in here. There's Houdini. There's Crystal, the old girl. She's 17 years old. I still have to do some dishes there. Then every once in a while, you'll see Swirly out. Swirly's a little yellow cat. He gets out every once in a while, and I have to try to find him and put him back in because when he gets out, he is a bear to catch. I don't like when he gets out though. There's a lot of big creatures running around up here, and since he hasn't spent too much time outside, I worry about him going outside. But about all I can do is hope he sticks around. So, all right, everybody. Well, I just wanted to kind of touch base and let you know I am still out here. We do finally have decent internet now. I tried that Connect 10. Um, the first Connect 10 box lasted 1 hour before it puked. They sent out a second box. That box lasted, I'm going to say, about 4 hours. The first time, though, something happened and I had to disconnect the power from it, it was done. It never fired back up. Never. Well, it would fire back up. It would tell you connected with no internet. Hello? That's the reason you exist, is for internet. If you can't connect to the internet, it's a little worthless. So I ended up trashing and returning both of the Connect 10 units, which the Connect 10 stuff, everybody rants and raves that it's so great. It was going to be like $125 a month or something for internet, but I ended up going with T-Mobile with the new home house internet thing. It does use 120, but other than that, it's a 5G router that I plugged it in. It has worked. It's worked for a week now flawlessly. So that's what we're going to stick with for now. So that's a pretty good internet box. I mean, that's what people are using in their houses now. So we do have good internet. I've got to take the old router from my house. I want to hook that up to this router because the router from the house has everything already all pre-programmed into it. That way all my Alexa stuff comes back alive and all my Eufy cameras come back alive because they're all set up, you know, through that router and they're all matched to that, whatever you want to call it, paired to it. So, but that's the idea, is to get my Eufy back and to get, I want Ziggy back. You know, Ziggy is what, instead of saying, Alexa, turn the lights on, I had it set to where I say, Ziggy, turn the lights on. So, I want Ziggy back. And I was trying to think of a name for the ambulance, and I thought, well, why not just call the ambulance Ziggy? So, as soon as I get Ziggy back in here and Ziggy's back online, then the ambulance's name is Ziggy. So, but that's pretty much what we got going on. You probably can't really see this, but like, dang it. I already do have the everything in the ceiling is all pulled out. No lights or anything like that left up in there. And I've also already put some insulation stuff up in there. That's not all of the insulation that's going up in there, but that's the first part. So that'll be underway here in not too long. The thing is, I really can't do much with that until I do something with this first, because that white plastic right there, that was the whole ceiling, and it's built in. It was put in before this cabinet, so I can't get that plastic out until this cabinet comes out. So eventually this cabinet's coming out, so I can get that piece of white plastic out. Right now I just took my little zippy tool and cut it off, just, you know, because I cut it off good and flush. But all these, you know, I really like these cabinets, but everything about them is so heavy. I mean, heavy. I'm going to try to make this thing a little bit lighter so that when I do drive it, which won't be very often, but when I do drive it, you know, I don't have to worry about that extra weight. Maybe it'll get a little bit better fuel mileage. Huh, Swirly? Swirly! He's a little nutball. Little shit. I wish he wouldn't get outside. Drives me nuts when you get outside, dog. Little dog, little dog. All right, well, yeah, sometimes those two will get into it a little bit, but they get along pretty good. Hootie, though, he's a pussycat. He's the aggressor. And Crystal, well, she just hangs out. She just kind of watches from the background. All right, everybody. So you can tell, got the little litter box back there. Yeah, got a couple bombs in there. I need to clean it. So, but I've been keeping the kitty cat water and food right up in here. Keep the litter box up in there. Keep them separated just a little bit. He has a little tendency to like to dump the water. So he's done it once already. So luckily I'm keeping it up here in the front of the ambulance because if he dumps it, at the angle of the ambulance, at least the water goes that way to the rubber mat instead of coming this way to my mattress and my pillow. And at night it's nice to have somewhere to sit. But I have been to sit. I've got that this little lounge thing. I forget what you call those things, but that little thing right there, once I put the mattress out, I take that, put it right here. I've got a headrest leaning up against the refrigerator, and then I just set my tablet over here and watch my TV programs, or most of the time I'm watching YouTube. Face it, I'm a YouTuber. That's all there is to it. YouTube is everything for my life. But, alright, so I did have to, I put a blanket up across that back door because it needed a seal down through the center, and I went ahead and put a new seal on it, but that thing just breathes a lot. So I put the blanket up to kind of cap that off. That way when I'm sleeping at night, I don't have a cold breeze coming out at me. Because I was, but this looks awful small, by the way, and it's really not. I mean, now I'm a little guy, so we got a lot of room in here, actually. But it is a lot more room since that closet is temporarily out and all this stuff is gone and everything. That opened up a lot of room. I am going to put a closet back in here because right now I've got my clothes just hanging up here on the pass through, and which the pass through door and everything. I took all that stuff out. So there is still a door right there. So this is the entry door, and there's a side door right there. I'll probably make a small pocket up there. That way I can open that up and I'll have tools mounted to that wall. And then on this side will be the closet. But I try to keep things clean in here, but I'll tell you, with 3 cats and trying to do stuff and living in here and all that stuff, it takes a little bit. Now, you will here not look too long, I'm actually going to start recording this stuff in 4K rather than 1080. I'll make sure that at the very beginning of the video I still use a 1080 video, because then it, whatever the very first frame video you put in when you're doing your editing, that is what everything's going to be. So if you start it in 1080k or 1080, uh, even though the video itself is 4K, it will only record or play back at 1080. But it'll make the view in here way different because you can fit more on the screen. So with 1080, you may see this much of me, but on 4K, you'll see that much of me. So we'll start recording in 4K. That way, you guys can see a little bit more, because I looking around here at the phone when I'm scanning around the room, there's everything looks really tight in here, but it's not. It's just the camera making it look tight. But so, like I say, I've got some other things in the works, but we'll be getting back on the Croc bus here very shortly. Croc did, when I moved out of my house, he had the mechanics pick it up and had them take it to their shop because the air ride suspension on that was stuck all the way down. And they spent 2 hours at my house working on it. They were able to temporarily get it up. That, excuse me, man, I got burping big time. But they had to do that in order to air it up in order to drive it back to their shop. Well, then I guess it took them, it must have taken them like 5 weeks or whatever to figure all that out and get it all taken care of. But Croc says all that's taken care of. It's ready for me to go back and work on again. So um, hopefully by the end of this week, I can have a van organized enough with the tools that I know I'll need, because he is parking it like halfway in between where he's at and where I'm at. He's got a storage facility, and I'm just going to be able to go down there and work on it, whenever it's convenient or whatever. So we're going to get back on the Croc bus because we got, you know, we still have the flooring to do, the covering the kick panels, doing the border around the floor, doing the green behind the seat backs, and putting all the cup holders in and stuff. It's not really a lot of stuff, but it will take a little bit of time, and you know, a couple weeks, maybe at the most, you know, I'll get that knocked out. So we'll get that crock bus done and knocked out, and then I can pretty much throw all my time into the ambulance, because I have a feeling at that time I'm going to be able to. So, all right. Well, everybody, I see there's 2 of you watching, and I got 4 thumbs up. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. I guess there's something about YouTube likes it with when people give you a thumbs up or something. I don't know. So, if you guys like it, give me a thumbs up. There's a lot more to come. Right now, I'm just in this weird transition thing. I had to figure out a place to take my clothes, my dirty laundry. So I found one of those cool services that, it's a little bit extra, but you just drop off your clothes and you pick them up all nice and clean and folded and everything all nice and neat. So that's what I'm going to do. I can start getting some of my clothes clean, because I've just been running through my clothes and putting them in the hamper, and well, the hamper's getting mighty full. So, but we got that taken care of. We got the UPS store address, so I can get all my Amazon packages and everything and all my mail over there. Um, I got a storage unit. I got a Planet Fitness membership, so those showers feel so good down there. I really like that. But so it's a little bit different of a lifestyle to get used to, but actually so far I'm liking it, and really I'm kind of like, why did I not do this earlier? I should have done this years ago. So, but oh, I see some people where Starlink is amazing. I know Starlink is amazing, but I stay very much in the city. I'm not cruising around. I'm not going out deep in the country and everything, to where, I mean, up here, pretty much a cellular signal is all you need. So that's what we went with instead of going with Starlink, because I think the Starlink would have just been very much overkill for what I'm doing. Hey, how you doing, Max? Hello, hello. Cassidy says hi. Come to Mississippi. I need 2 buses built. Well, there's a lot of things in transition right now. I may get back into that. I may get back into doing bus builds for other people, and maybe just, traveling to you and staying for, get paid for 1 week or something like that, or 2 weeks or whatever, and help you get rolling on your build and everything, point you in the right direction. Then, I'll split and you carry on. But don't hold me to any of that. Right now, everything is so far up in the air. I mean, I don't even know where I'm working on stuff at right this moment. Um, got a good idea, but it's not happening right yet. So, do I go with an enclosed trailer for a workshop? Do I go ahead and buy a bus, use that for a workshop for a little while, and then convert it into a party bus or VanLife and move it down the road? Or the next choice is to get a facility, which is a very possibility here shortly. We're going to let you guys know about all that here in the next day or two. We're trying to work all that out. Sorry, reading. Michael said he'd definitely been down for that. He says he loves my work. I appreciate that. Greatly appreciate it. And I think you're going to find out when you start seeing the way that I'm going to build now, because all that OSB that I used to stock in my old garage, it's all gone. I got rid of every bit of it. We're switching even the materials over to stuff. I'm going to using be using all the Craig pocket hole jig type stuff, and so the way I build is going to change, but it's going to change to a way better way. So um, a lot of that's going to change. I just have to get a shop or something, a place where I can start spreading all my tools out and everything, and get busy on stuff again. Sorry, reading comments. That's kind of the first time I ever had comments popping up in a live stream, so I'm not used to it. I did try a live stream last night, but I goofed and I thought I had the charger plugged into my phone. I had my sound system plugged into the phone, so everybody saw a video, but there was no sound. So I goofed. But that's why right now I got nothing plugged into it. That way I know it will work. So all right, everybody, I'm gonna get off here, but I figured I'd just touch base with you and let you know, yeah, Digger's still alive. I'm still out here doing it, but it's just I got to do all this other stuff to get everything in line to where I can continue to do stuff. Sorry, I had a cat run around. All right, everybody, we will flip this around, give you a last little look around. You can see it's almost 7 o'clock. It's almost dark. Well, it is dark. I hate this getting dark early stuff. All right, everybody. Well, that's about all I got for right now. So I guess we will catch you guys on the flip side. Remember, the party will start here. You just got to hang on. It'll start. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Have a happy day. Digger is out. Maybe. If I can shut this off. See ya. Let's try that X button right there.